All right, guys. So today we're doing Silver Creek, the other half of the Severn group of trails. So this one today we're also going to do counterclockwise, going up the hill. There is a bit of a downhill section coming back, which is super fun. But again, this one's going to have a few rock gardens and more fun things and some skinnies all through it. So here we go. This is Silver Creek. And they've been here blowing stuff, which is fun, to make sure that the trails are in fact accessible. Ooh, looks like the leaves kind of fell today though, so we'll see how it goes with the visibility. Now there are rock gardens in this one. There's 3 notable large ones and a few sections that do happen to have quite a bit of other things through them. There is a kids loop that's just there to the right I just passed, so that's something they're just currently building. Once it's all said and done, I believe the plan is to have it clock in at 2 kilometers, so that'd be great. As you can see, not too much of a climb to get to that kids loop too, so not putting it too far up here. No matter what way you go, there is in fact a climb at the beginning of both, but the downhill section on the other side coming back is pretty fun. This trail is mainly used really by, same as Slessor, you have bikers, hikers, dog walkers throughout. So always be mindful and respect the way for everybody. Fun berms here. Over the past little bit, they have been doing some improvements to this trail, which is super fun. Changing it up and adding things. As you can see, a tree fell there and they just cut it away. So that kind of maintenance is pretty standard on both this one and the Slessor track. The Simcoe County Mountain Bike Club seems to really take care of these trails, which is phenomenal. Another reason why donating and becoming a member is crucial. First bit of downhill there with some berms, which is fun. There's a cut there. We passed out about twice in this trail, so a little more exposed in those areas, but nothing too notably difficult about those. There are some double tracks throughout as well, which can get you in or out if you get yourself in a sticky situation. But I'll jump. There we go. Little lip there is always fun. Some of these corners can get kind of sandy, but all in all, to be expected in these areas. Trail looks pretty well covered, which is nice. There is a portion here where there's a skinny, and skinnies really aren't my favorite. However, sometimes it works out. Fun little up and over here. Oh, it's always good to see those kind of small things on the side. Just keep things interesting. And when the way they add them in throughout the year, it's fun. We're downhill here. And sandy on the corner, so caution. Oh, you know what? I always do this. I get caught up and I forget to set. There we go. Let's try that again. I'll miss a few kilometers, but speaking of which, this one brings in about, it was 6.8, I believe, or 6.9 kilometers in total. So decent length, longer than Slessor. Around this corner, this big boy, I've only never done it once, but that is a big log ride. Big one. So, and it gets skinnier as you go, so you start off on the wide portion and it gets slowly a little bit thinner, but maybe not today. One of these days though, probably I'll come back for it. So you'll find a mixture of uphill and downhill here as well. So there is some climbing. However, the downhills kind of are about the same, right? So either way you ride it, clockwise or counterclockwise, you will find there is downhill benefits, one versus the other for sure. Sorry guys, tire went over a stump there. Again, dog walkers will use the trail too. And surprisingly, they pick up too after the dogs, so no problem. As long as you're not rolling through it. The odd time you'll see people with off-leash dogs, which for the most part isn't so bad. If they're comfortable enough taking the leash off, then the dog should be comfortable enough with bikes. That's the way I see it. Most of them are. So after this second opening, the force changes a bit, a little more rooty, a little more rocky, with some ups and downs. So there's an optional rock path here to the right. They both end up in the same spot. This one's just a little more fun. Right into a climb. That's okay. So the other way, you can coast this section all the way that long skinny. So makes for a good time. All right. Not horribly covered. This is all the rocks and roots I was mentioning. Technical turn there around the roots. It's pretty fun. If you get doing it fast, it's a great time. It's where line choice is. Line choice is so important. Don't get knocked around by the rocks and roots too much. Again, over something, that back tire. Beautiful out here. This fall's been great for the leaves changing without falling off. That's a little cheat corner there. I can't use that because missed the initial time on the watch. So need every meter I can get. Some optional overs, such as that rock there to the right. Really depends on how you're feeling for the day. Had a big hike this morning on Schumacher, which I'll probably end up doing a video on. But, you know, tired this day. You go watch that Silver CCW video I just posted. You can see why I'm probably not feeling 100% today. Went over a rock and into a ditch, so check that out if you want to see me fall. Hopefully don't get another one this time around. All right. So this is kind of flattish, but again, the bumpy roots and rocks add to the allure of it, but it's one of those things that doesn't really matter too much if it's dry. Certainly the leaves and certainly rain would severely affect that. Who knows? All right. This section here leads into that first rock garden, which appears to be the more complex to try and pick a line through. I think they changed it up a little bit from last year to this year, but just appears to be one of those things that it's hard to kind of get this year, but super lucky today. All right, going into it here. Rock Garden 1. Let's go over that. Oh, hard. Almost had it. So you're gonna figure out the rest of this. Between these two. And then stump. There we go. Kind of cheated at the end on the left-hand side there, but hey, got all stuck in the middle. But as you can see, it's some big ones, some big rocks. Oh yeah. Another smaller rock garden section here, but you know, you can just pick your way through or choose to the right, which you could have circumnavigated that whole little section there. All right. So, another section down here. It's got a fairly big rock at the end. Don't know if I'll be attempting it today. That one right there. Got a decent drop on the other side, and you got to hit it just right. You hit your chain ring on the point of the top there. Take that one nice and wide. All right. I'm a little weary around the corners just with the leaves. They can be pretty brutal. Again, coming the opposite way, those rocks offer a bit of a launch, which can be fun. One rock over here. There we are. Oh dear. Alright, so this leads into the second rock garden, which is a little bit longer. Or no, sorry. What am I saying? The smaller, tiny rock garden. This leads into a smoother flow section here. I need to learn how to maintain my speed through these a lot better. fun. Yeah. So after that, you get yourself into another climb. It's fun. You seem to kind of downhill climb, that momentum. And that cadence kind of rings true throughout the trail, you know. Gotta pay to play. All right. Just beyond this is the next rock garden, so take a moment, take a breather. Strava Steve got a new propeller, a new chain. All right, here we go. This is rock garden number 2. Let's go up the rockway. It's fun. There's like some people walking through it at the moment. It's cool. It's pretty tricky in here. You can see there's some obstacles. Helps a lot. With keeping it technical. Skinny through the rock garden. There we go. Up and down. All right. All right. You know, I'm getting some rattling in the back. I might have a broken spoke. Just gonna check real quick. Hello.
Hi. Oh, I thought you were gonna go.
No, it's all good. I'm just. My bike's making a sound. Yep. Yeah, there's a broken spoke. You wrap it around. Another one. It's going nowhere. It's always something. All right. I'm just gonna get this bike a full tune before taking it anywhere else. Another small downhill section here. Oh, sorry guys. Apologies. Yeah. right, so once you get through here, you'll see where the connector happens. Through this way, that is where, if you were to try and attempt going to Slessor, there's a connector that goes through both. So there'll be a video on that eventually. As of now, I don't think so. All right, so this half of the trail certainly starts off with quite a bit of climbing. That's a pretty consistent climb up towards the back. So you'll go up the back, and at least that chance you get to rip to the end. Fairly clear back here too, which is very nice. Not too many leaves in general. A few more pine needles on this half, but again, lots of climbing. Trail conditions overall, very well. Very well. Getting into mid to late October can really be kind of iffy if there's rain, but been lucky this fall. This is probably the more steep and technical climb of the trail. That's it. Section's flat, but so gassed. All that climbing. These are indicative. They're coming in to the third rock garden, which really sneaks up on you. Here it is. Leaves really help you see a safe way through it though, which is nice. Look at that. It's definitely the more easy of them, of the three, but of the big three, but still. Oh, that sun's nice. And it's going. That easy. Oh, nice little taste. A little more flat, a little more rooty. You can pick up some speed though. Around this turn there's a decent sized root. And to get over. And some rocks. If you find a way to maintain your momentum, obviously, that gets a little bit easier. There you go. Have a good one. Make sure you give room to those climbing. A lot easier to go downhill than it is to climb, so give them the choice of lines. It's a bit of a tricky one there. All right. A little more rooty on this side. Yeah. Around here, the last little push towards the end of the trail. Ooh. A lot more light in here than there normally is because of all these leaves off the trees. This is normally quite shaded. Thankfully sun's not beating, because all that climbing going into it, you'd be sweating. These sections here you gotta climb through, and some of them you can just roll over like that. And this one you gotta dump a few gears, maintain that momentum. There you go. A lot of it's just knowing the trail, where to push, for sure. So you dip back into this more dense forest before the last downhill section. It's a very long skinny to my right. I've never really taken a look at it just to get the more direct line through. Again, I'm not a huge fan of skinny, so. All right. Let's see how today goes, hey? Gap over some logs there. Not quite feeling it today. This section's super fast though. Across the track, over, through here, and back this way. A few pedal strokes in when you can. Maintain that speed. Watch out for little stumps. Here we go. There we go. One, two, oh yeah. And just like that. Oh, some with a horse. Hey guys. Excellent. Whew. And that's it, guys.